Bum, 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 bum. The Peter Shit Show. Bum, 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 bum. So as you guys saw yesterday, I was busy pouring bismuth crystals, and once I figured out how to get the colors on the pyramid, it became really addictive. And so I find I'm making so much of them. I can't seem to move them fast enough, but I need the extra space to make more. So I'm just at a feverish pace right now with the bismuth. But unfortunately, I kind of injured myself yesterday. I got some molten bismuth on my arm, and I recovered a lot faster than I had thought because yesterday I was thinking it's a blessing in disguise. I got other things I want to do, networking with people, but then I got up this morning and I started pouring more bismuth, and so all is good. But it left a massive hangover this morning because I woke up and I was still recovering from the burn, and I was recovering from all the excitement of how the bismuth turned out. But that wasn't the first time I ever experienced any sort of hangover kind of event. So many years ago, when I first went stargazing, I had just broken up with a girl, and I was lost in thought, and I had driven out to Vantage, Washington by mistake, and I saw Jupiter and Saturn, and I liked it so much that I just kept going back. And oftentimes I would be up all night viewing something, whether it be a lunar eclipse or a conjunction, or maybe I especially love the Beehive constellation when I get to see it. But then the next morning, I would fall asleep in my car at Vantage, Washington. I would wake up at 1 o'clock in the afternoon and just feel this massive hangover, especially if it's in the summertime and the car is roasted to 100 degrees and you wake up. I'll let you imagine how that feels. You're sweating, and you might even be running late. You got to go back to Seattle by 3 o'clock. It's already 1. And just a massive hangover kind of feeling to it. I used to have a binge eating problem. Sometimes after a night of binging and I go to sleep, the next day kind of feels like a hangover as well. Now, lately, I don't have eating problems anymore, but a lot of times my meal timing and my work schedule don't always line up correctly, and I have to eat at my desk. And it's so weird when you try to sneak something in 15, 30 seconds that you have, and you don't even get a chance to swallow, you're salivating. And especially for me, I'm a tutor. The tutoring gets fucked up. The taste of my food gets fucked up. It's really a no-win situation. I'll have to think about how to eat while talking. I've been watching YouTube videos about it. Usually the advice is don't do it, but unfortunately, don't do it kind of means that the implication is I have to go back to my disorderly eating ways. So it's really a really no-win situation. Uh, which is why I've been trying to see if I can make a living out of making art, right? Then I can do it on my own schedule, and then I can eat whenever I fucking want. Uh, anyway, so I had some hangovers relating to eating, mostly stargazing. The stargazing always leads to a hangover. I don't care if how well the schedule works out the following day. Even if I get to take the days off for a whole week, it always leads to a hangover. Which I've tried many things to not have a hangover after stargazing, but I've never had any success with that. Unfortunately, if you love stargazing, hangover is just part of the package deal there, right? What else? Sometimes caffeine can lead to hangovers. Sometimes, as a tutor, sometimes I get wacky schedules. Fortunately, I've discussed this with my boss already, but earlier in the year, I was getting afternoons on some days and mornings on the others, and I was often spending the whole week in transition. I would go to the tutoring center just yawning nonstop, and it was a big problem because sometimes, as I'm driving, I would yawn, and it would cause me to miss parts of the road. It was really dangerous, which is why I don't mind yawning at the tutoring center. It looked bad and also was affecting my driving. It got so bad that sometimes I spent the night in the parking lot of the tutoring center just to avoid having to drive to work the next day, which is what really made me speak up. Anyway, massive hangovers sometimes. Even I don't even drink and I experience hangovers. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Shit Show. Bum 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 bum.